But also you have the conditional follower. Conditional is depending on a condition they'll follow. It's those who follow what they like and reject what they don't like. These are selfish believers. It's all on conditions. If you do for me, I'll do for you. These folks are only interested in what's in it for them. What's in it for me? I'll come to your church, but what am I going to get out of it? What kind of a youth program do you have? What do you got going on with the seniors? How often do you have feedings? Amen, right there with banana pudding and chicken and all that good stuff like tonight. Amen. And if we're going to be right with God, we've got to have banana pudding tonight, ladies. Don't forget that. Wednesday night will not be good if there's not banana pudding tonight. Amen. I mean, there's conditions placed on it. I'll follow Jesus if. What's in it for me? It's a condition. The casual follower. Then you've got the conditional follower. And then you've got the cautious follower. Being on guard against danger. These are the folks who follow afar off. They remain just close enough to see what's going on, but not close enough to be an effective part of the work. These are useless believers. They fill the pews on Sunday morning. You don't see them Sunday night or Wednesday night or whenever there's a work day going on. You say, man, that's rough. You're going to draw a crowd like that. I don't care to draw a crowd. Jesus didn't have a crowd unless he was handing out fish and bread. But when it comes time to do the work, there's 12 or so hanging around. Amen. I'd rather have 10 people, and I said this in Sunday school, that are interested in doing something for God than 1,000 that ain't going to do anything for Jesus. Yeah. Because they're useless. That's right. The cautious follower. That's right. Now, I kind of feel for the cautious follower because I've been there myself. I know exactly what they're going through. A lot of these folks in the past have followed and have been hurt, and they're timid, and they're not interested in re-engaging in the fight. They've been damaged. I remember whenever I got out of church, then we got hurt, and we started going over to New Grace, which is now Mayberry, Brother Craig Edwards. And we started going to church over there, and I told him, I met with him, I told him what was going on in our life. I told him, everything that was going on, what had happened. I said, I don't want to preach, I don't want to sing, I don't want to teach. I'm interested in being ministered to and getting healed. Amen? He said, whatever you want to do. And through time, God began to get me back involved. Amen? But I was cautious. We didn't want to get involved. We didn't want to get involved in the work because we had been hurt. And we didn't want it to happen again. But at that time, I was useless. I was no good to God. I was no good to the church. I was just warming a pew. But I kind of feel for the cautious follower because I've been there. I know what it is. Not only do you have the cautious follower, but then you have the committed follower. Committed means to bind or obligate by pledge or assurance. The committed follower says, where he leads me, I will follow. Where he feeds me, what he feeds me, I'll swallow. Anywhere, everywhere, anytime, and every time. Amen. These follow the Lord, and they follow closely, obediently, and immediately. Amen. The committed follower. These folks are set for the defense and confirmation of the gospel in spite of the circumstances. It don't matter if things are going good. It don't matter if things are going bad. They're going to be there. There's a few of you that was here when I came here, it wasn't going so good. Say amen right there. Amen. But you know what? You was here, and you're still here. Amen. That's called commitment. You know how long I've been married? I've been married. Now listen, I know people get divorced, and I know people have trouble, and the day we live in, I know that's prevalent. But I've been married 20 years. I ain't never been married to nobody else but to my wife. You know why? Because divorce is not in my vocabulary. It's not an option. I know stuff happens. I know that. There's people here been married, divorced, remarried. I understand that. But it's called commitment. It's called commitment. You know why y'all didn't have a pastor that stayed very long? Because they wasn't committed. Right. You got to get married to this thing. Amen? Yeah. Whenever we get saved, we become the bride of Christ. Amen. And it's called making a commitment. Right. A committed following. Yeah. At Eastside Baptist Church, we need some folks that are going to be committed.
Yeah, I like that.
Come hell or high water, sink or swim, live or die, I'm all in.